die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my gorgeous mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and sharing my first impressions of John Varvatos Vintage. I got this from Priceline, my local Priceline, for $40 on clearance. And I found this for $35 online, but I would much rather pay the $5 and just get it now than have to wait a week for it. So in my mind, that was like a pretty easy buy. But you can find this cheaper online than $40, but from what I've seen, $40 is still a very good price for this. Before I do the unboxing though, my fragrance of the day, Gucci Guilty Black. This is about as mass appealing as a fragrance gets. It's aromatic, it's fresh, it's got some floral notes here, maybe a touch of like earthy patchouli. It's a very, very nice fragrance. This is one of those scents that a man would wear in any situation, any occasion. It is about as versatile as it gets. Look, if all you are after is easy compliments from the widest range of people possible, Gucci Guilty Black, Gucci Guilty Intense, Gucci Guilty Eau de Parfum, all of the Gucci Guilty line are just going to get you monstrous compliments. You do have to pay quite a bit of money for them, at least as far as designer scents go, but it's sort of offset by the amount of compliments you'll be getting, so there's no one on earth that really dislikes the way these smell. Yeah, they're a little generic, yeah, they're a little boring, a little on the safe side, they're not wild at all, but people absolutely adore the way these smell. And if you're wearing like a nice outfit, wearing nice clothes, you're wearing a nice fragrance like this, people are going to notice, people are going to take notice of you, and that's almost a guarantee. Alright guys, I'm genuinely curious here, what's your favourite tobacco forward fragrance? I mean, I've smelled quite a few tobacco fragrances, and after trying this one out, John Varvatos Vintage is definitely up there. Smells incredible. It's that combination of the dry, dusty tobacco note and also the that slightly animalic leather. I just think tobacco and leather smells really good together. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite tobacco fragrances are, as I love hearing from you guys in the comments. So back to Johnny V's Vintage, 125 ml. Overall, the presentation is cool. I love the look of this one. It sort of looks like snakeskin. You know, it just has that look to it, you know? I do actually get some sort of aroma from the packaging, so could be pretty nice. Now, about a year and a half ago, one of the earlier videos on the channel, it's not quite the earliest, but it's one of my earlier videos, I had like a sample set with this. Can't really remember. I'm pretty sure it was sort of like boozy and tobacco-y. But yeah, here it is without the cellophane. Yeah, so it had that like boozy tobacco note. If it smells anything like that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it, but I don't remember it too well because I only tried it once. But yeah, here it is without the cellophane. Very nice design, big fan of this one. And yeah, here we go. It's got a very classy look to it. Alright, let's have a crack. Atomizer isn't bad, not the best I've ever seen, but it's not bad. Let's let some of that alcohol dry away a little bit. Wow. It's a touch animalic, it's woody, I get some tobacco, I get this sort of weathered vintage leather vibe. It's not quite as bold or animalic as the Zombie Chow Gucci Guilty Absolute or Fan Dye by Fendi. It's not anywhere near as like boldly leathery as those scents, but it is very delicious smelling. It sort of reminds me a little bit of a combination between like a more pronounced leather scent like this and Dolce & Gabbana's The One, you know. Anytime you sort of smell like a high quality tobacco note, it sort of makes you think of Dolce & Gabbana's The One. It also reminds me of Burberry London and CK1 Shock. So yeah, it definitely reminds me of CK1 Shock. It has that similar sort of tobacco note to it. Aromatic, spicy, tobacco forward, but I'm getting more leathery here. This is more of an animalic sort of tobacco feel rather than like a youthful, sweet, sort of entry-level oriental tobacco feel like CK1 Shock. But if you like Burberry London, if you like CK1 Shock, and you want sort of like a more sophisticated, more mature take on that, then I think John Varvatos Vintage is going to be a great option for you. It's just like those fragrances. It also actually reminds me of Nike Man Brown and Nike Man Red, obviously of a significantly higher quality, but more animalic than those ones. I'm pretty impressed with this. It's definitely one of the better John Varvatos fragrances, but in all honesty, I've never smelled a bad John Varvatos fragrance. They're all usually pretty high quality. They're just, and you can find them here in Australia, like for very good prices. Except the Nick Jonas ones, they still hover around the $120 mark. I've sampled the Nick Jonas blue one, and that was like decent, like a little sort of like Gucci guilty in that it's designed just to be as mass appealing as possible. But if you're after sort of like a sophisticated, mature, slightly animalic tobacco forward scent, John Varvatos Vintage is going to be a great option. Plus, just the way the bottles look, they're just going to look great sitting on a shelf. Got a huge amount of class to them. Hopefully it's not real leather, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Just going to reapply it to the hand. The opening is quite aromatic. You get less of the tobacco in the opening and more of like an aromatic leather sort of quality. And then the tobacco starts developing. Very nice. It's a very nice fragrance. If you can find it for, let's say, under $60 Australian, I would say go out there and try it out. It's well worth it at those sort of prices. Who is John Varvatos Vintage for? I would say this is for somebody over the age of 30, but I wouldn't begrudge somebody under the age of 30 trying this one out. If you're well dressed, this is more of the type of fragrance you would associate with a sophisticated dresser, somebody that's wearing a blazer and a nice shirt on the weekends. It's just got that sort of opulent old man sort of quality to it. It smells like money, you know what I mean? But, I mean, if you are a shorts and shirt type of bloke, and you would love the smell of like tobacco and leather, definitely give this one a try. I would never begrudge anyone from trying out an amazing smelling fragrance. So if you've ever worn John Varvatos Vintage before, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.